The Snow Queen, from the story by Hans Christian Andersen, illustrated by Charlotte Cook. Open. The Snow Queen. Open. This book belongs to
Margaret and Baby.
The Snow Queen, from the story by Hans Christian Andersen. What? Thế Tôi sợ bước rồi. Nó mới chụp ăn là con này coi sợ buồn rồi. Small letter. One there was a wicked imp who made a magic mirror. Everything is reflected, looking ugly and mean. The most beautiful princess looked dreadful. The sunniest day will seem rainy and cold. Wow, if you have beauty, look in here ugly.
Mình nghĩ ugly chứ? Hay mẹ nghĩ là ugly chứ không mấy?
Yeah.
Mẹ viết trên trắng
Look
mấy?
in the mirror. The mirror look make it. One day, some careless pricks took the mirror, but it fell from their hands. It smashed into a tiny sphinx, each no bigger than a grain of sand. The grass spit onto a people's eyes and made everything look bad to them. Some spikes became catch in people's hearts, making them feel cross and grumpy. Page. A few of the spikes from the mirror floated towards a faraway place where lived two best friends and neighbors called Gerda and Kay. Their pair spent endless days together. In the winter, Gerda's grandmother told them a wonderful story while the snows were outside. The Snow Queen brings the winter weather. She would say the spirits at the windows and leaves icy patterns on the glass. In the summer, the children would play in the little roof garden between their houses. One sunny day, they were reading together when Carl let out a cry. "Ouch! I felt a pain in my chest, and now there is something in my eyes," he exclaimed. Speaks from the imp. Magic mirror had catch in Kay's eyes and his heart. "This rose sing," he said with a flow. Gerda couldn't understand why Kay suddenly so
Đi
cross.
xoay kế hả Mỹ?
Gerda.
Vừa đá.
Gerda missed Kay. She searched all through the town and down by the river, but Kay wasn't there. Just as she was about to give up, Gerda noticed a little boat among the rushes. "Perhaps the river will carry me to Kay," she thought. She climbed in and the boat glided away. Gerda floated along for many hours until at last the boat reached the shore. A large raven came hopping toward her. "Hello," she cooed. "Where are you going, little girl?" Gerda was amazed to hear the raven speak, but she seems kind, so she told him about Kay. "I think I have seen your friend," the raven said. "A young man that sounds like him has married a prince close by. My sister lives at the place. She could take you to him." That night the raven's sister led Gerda up a narrow staircase to the palace bedroom where the prince and princess lived. Gerda lifted her lamp. "Kay," she called exactly. It's me, Gerda. The prince opened his eyes and gasped at her in surprise, but he wasn't Kate. Poor Gerda, she was hungry far from home. She told the prince and the princess her story, and the princess asked her, "Let us help you," she said. "Sleep here tonight, and tomorrow you can continue your journey in comfort." The next morning, Gerda was given warm clothes and golden sling. She set out into the woods, but before long she was spotted by a band of robbers. "That courage is pure gold," they hissed. The robbers sprang out and captured Gerda, ready to take her away to their castle. Suddenly the daughter of the robber chiefs appeared. Her hair was strangled and her eyes were black as coal. The girl was lonely and excited by the thought of new friend. "Restrain her gently," the robber girl urged. "She can stay with me." The robber.
Nó rubber.
Yeah.
Nó là xong rồi. Nó rubber.
The robbers' castle were guarded by mean-looking bulldogs. The magpies, the rogues from the crumbling battlements. Gerda was grateful to the robber girl for her kindness. She would have been very scared if she'd been all alone. Inside, Gerda met the robber girl's pigeons and her pet reindeer. Gerda told her new friend about Kate. That night, the girl slept. The pigeon began to call. "Gerda, we have seen Kate," said the pigeon. "He was traveling to Lapland with the Snow Queen under her spell." Gerda sat up feeling hopeful again. "I know the way to the Queen's palace," said Reindeer. Gerda walked the robber girl and told her what the animal had said. The robber girl.
Tiếng Việt của Tây.
Good.
Chứ rubber của bối.
Robber boy. The robber girl quickly untied the reindeer. "Take Gerda to Lapland," she said. "She must find her friend." It was a long, cold journey. At the last, Gerda and the reindeer arrived in Lapland. They spotted at a crooked little cottage. The white old woman who lived there knew all about Kate. "Can you help Gerda defeat the Snow Queen?" the reindeer quietly asked the wise woman, as Gerda sat by the fire. The wise woman shook her head. "Gerda doesn't need my help," she whispered. "Her love for her friend is strong enough." The next morning, the reindeer carried Gerda to the edge of the Snow Queen's garden. He set her down and started to run through the snow towards the palace.
Nó là cái núi.
The Snow Queen. Inside the Ice Palace, the beautiful Snow Queen still held Kate under her spell. As she sat on her throne, the Snow Queen watched as Kate struggled to fit together some piece of ice. "You can go free when you have completed my puzzle," the Snow Queen told him. "All you have to do is spell out the word eternity."
Nó kia nó không biết.
No puzzle. No matter how many times she tried to solve the puzzle, Kate could not spell out the word. Spring is coming, said Snow Queen. Suddenly there rose from her strong ears in a great hurry. It is time for me to make it snow on the other side of the world. She flew off her sling, leaving Kay alone. At the moment Gerda crept into the palace. Kay, Gerda cried. She ran to her friend and hugged him. Her tears fell onto his chest. They melted his cold heart and washed away the speck of glass. Kay began to cry too, and his tears washed the grass from his eyes. Gerda cast out in excitement. The children's joy made the pass of his then among the speak of Christ. When the peace settled again, in spite of the word eternity, freeing Kay from the Snow Queen's spell. The reindeer carried Gerda and Kay away from the palace to the end of Lapland, where the snow disappeared. This is the start of spring, said the reindeer, and now I must say goodbye. Goodbye and thank you, said Gerda and Kay. As the reindeer left, someone rode out of the tree on a beautiful horse and waved to him. It was the robber girl. Gerda went to meet her and they hugged each other happily. I am glad that you found Kay, she said. I must go now, but one day I will visit you. Gerda and Kay walked 4 days on end. The spring flowers bloomed and bloomed, and when on the last they heard the church bell ringing, they knew they were close to home. Grandmother called Gerda. "We back at last." She ran up the stair with Kay and found her grandmother sitting in the sunshine, reading her book. The old lady wrapped them in her arms and hugged them tightly. "I know that you would come home one day," she said. They sat together in the little roof garden and told Gerda's grandmother all about their adventures. Each year the Snow Queen brought the winter weather, and each year when the snow went outside, Kay and Gerda stayed safe and warm inside. Listen to Gerda's grandmother's wonderful stories. Finish. The closest of friendships broke by a cold-hearted Snow Queen, a cruel spell and an impossible task, the dangerous journey with a magical ruling.